Hey guys, well today I just want to do a video that's going around. Justin Wolfe with Wolfe Customs on Facebook kind of tagged everybody and just said, you know, do a bushcraft confession. What happened was there's a thread that went up in our group and kind of got crazy. People's egos got in the way. And, you know, this happens quite a bit. I'm actually quite surprised at how much egos get in the way of this stuff. On social media, and I'm not on Facebook in particular. I'm not sure if it's because of people typing, they feel insulated from the other person, like when you're driving, you got some old lady that's just super aggressive where in real life she's really nice, something like that, or I don't know what the deal is, but everybody always wants to be the man, they want their point heard, and it gets to be as bad as, you know, talking religion at the Thanksgiving dinner table. So anyway, I just want to do my intro right next to my computer because that's kind of what this is about. But I just want to say that, you know, you should take everybody's opinions and skill sets and knowledge and respect them. If they're putting out bad or false information, that's completely different. But if someone has an opinion on something, then that's different, and you should share your opinion respectfully, and you should take other people's opinions respectfully. You may not agree with it, and that's okay. Nobody agrees with everything. It's okay. Just don't hit enter when you're typing this stuff. Just don't comment on it, or just don't like it, or whatever. Just pass it by. If it's wrong information, state your case respectfully and knowledgeably. And if it's a group that continually, or if it's a person that continually spouts bad information, then distance yourself from them. But you don't need to, you know, obviously there's exceptions, but I mean, you just generally don't need to really call people out and be rude and stuff like that. Anyway, having said that, this is Bushcraft Confessions. And first of all, I just want to say, I've been into this stuff my whole life. I haven't been practicing it my whole life. It's only the last few, maybe 4 or 5 years that I've really started to dive pretty deep into it. I've always been interested in it. I've actually always been interested in Native American cultures. I've taken a couple college classes and stuff in that. My goal is to be able to walk out my door with nothing, no knife, no nothing, and be able to survive. I want to go as deep into primitive as I possibly can. That takes a while, okay? It takes years. I mean, it's going to take a lifetime, and that's okay because I always need a hobby to go to. But anyway, that's my philosophy and my mindset. I'm not so much into bushcraft as I am into survival, and they do go hand in hand. I'm just not going to go out into my woods and make log furniture. I'm going to go out and try to make a bow drill with a rock and a, you know, piece of nettle cordage. That's just what I like to do. Anyway, Bushcraft Confessions. I'm okay at navigation if I have a compass and a map. Okay, there's a lot of times I get turned around, even driving in the streets. People, especially around here, they say, well, it's on the north side of town, or it's on the south side of town. I don't know which way is north and which way is south when I'm downtown most of the time. The stupid city sits cockeyed anyway. So depends on who you ask as which way is north is. But, you know, they'll give you directions. We'll just go north on whatever. If I'm on a freeway, I know which way north is. Otherwise, I'm screwed unless I've got a compass or if I can see the sky or whatever. But, you know, like the Skyway system downtown, I get lost in that thing all the time. So, let me get reset up, and I'm going to go play with my dogs. They're totally really bummed that I'm making a video instead of playing with them. And I'll give you guys a chance to laugh at me while we're playing with the dogs. Alright, well, I promised you guys to get a chance to laugh at me, and this is me trying to throw a ball left-handed. So anyway, my bushcraft confession, I shot a deer one year, right out back here, and I usually have, when my kids were at home, I usually had one of them come and help me gut it. They'd hold the arms or whatever, and I'd gut it. So I took my daughter out there, and it started, I always seem to shoot my deer at, you know, the end of the day, so it was starting to get dark. So, come on. So it was, I got the deer, and it was starting to get dark, and I can't remember exactly what happened, if I started dragging the deer back, or if I forgot something at the four-wheeler or something, or if I was trying to find my way back to the four-wheeler, but I was only about 80 yards from my four-wheeler, and I told my daughter, I said, stay with the deer. I'm going to go try to find the four-wheeler. I swear I did like a 360. I mean, the stupid four-wheeler is like 80 yards. I mean, it's my back property. I've been back there a million times. So I'm sitting there circling, trying to find the four-wheeler. finally, I find it. And you know, my daughter's with the deer, and we're able to keep within calling distance. Probably took me 20 minutes at least to find this stupid four-wheeler. So anyway, I get to the four-wheeler, and I walk back to her. I started to go back towards her, what I thought was her, and she's like, "Dad, where are you going?" I'm like, "What the heck?" She's totally in a different direction. Already lost where she was, okay? And she, believe me, she likes to remind me of this too. She brings it up every so often. But anyway, then I finally went back to her again, and flipping started to head back for the four-wheeler. So this is about the third time that I've disoriented. And I start heading back towards the four-wheeler, and once again, she's like, "Dad, where are you going?" I'm like, "I'm going to the four-wheeler." "Dad, the four-wheeler's over that way." Like, wait a minute, I've done this like twice now. I think I know where it's at. But all right, let's go check it out. Sure enough, she's right. I'm wrong. So finally, I turned on the four-wheeler and it had the lights going because I had forgot my hat back. I was using my hat for marking and stuff like that. Anyway, moral of the story is I got lost like 3 times, 4 times in my backyard, and my little, she was probably 12-year-old daughter, knew the right way out. So that just goes to show you, you know, you can train as much as you want, but we all make mistakes. We all get temporarily disoriented, whatever. Sorry for the wind chimes. My wife seems to like them things more than I do. But anyway, let's just, Justin, it was a good idea to do this video. The moral of the story is, you're not always who you think you are. You can be super good at what you do, and that's great, and it's great to have confidence, because actually I've gotten bit in the butt by not being confident. People don't sometimes take you serious. But if you, you know, if you don't portray yourself in a very confident manner. But anyway, if you're too confident, which is basically arrogant, or you think you know everything, one of these days you're going to get proven very, very wrong. And it's going to be a really, really rude awakening. And that goes for, I mean, I'm not preaching to anybody, to me too, you know what I'm saying? It's just, we all just have to stay grounded and just stop getting so worked up about this stuff. And I think part of the problem is too, is some of the big names in what we're doing, the bushcraft survival community, are so polarizing. You've got, just like how I did my survival schools video, you got all these people that, and the survival school people, you know, they're being confident and they have their own way. And the people that follow them are like rabid dogs. I follow multiple people. I have multiple mentors. And that's okay. That's the way it should be. There's not one guy out there that knows everything. We as a community should be sharing and sharing in our knowledge so that, you know, we can all learn. It's just all about learning and learn everything you possibly can, sponge it all in, discard what you don't like, and move on. It's not that big a deal. One more thing I want to add to this. Don't be so down on the guys trying to make a living from this stuff. Knowledge is power, it is power, but knowledge is a commodity. If I go to school to be an electrical engineer and I draw up some prints or I design something for you, you pay me for that knowledge. If someone wants to teach me how to do survival and I want to go, hold on, I gotta find the ball. If I want to go to a survival school, that's my choice. The fact that they're charging money to teach me, they spend a lot of time learning that stuff, you know what I mean? I mean, it just kills me that someone will come up with a product or something and then they you sold out, you sold out, you sell out. What the heck, man? They're trying to make a living. If you don't want the product, don't buy the product. It's that simple. If you don't like the knowledge the dude's spouting, go somewhere else or learn it on your own. It takes a lot longer to learn it on your own than to have someone teach you. I know that for a fact because I've done it. So anyway, that's my little rant. I got a little worked up there, sorry. Don't be so hard on guys, man. I mean, if they're blatantly selling you rip-off stuff, then obviously that's different. But if they're selling a knowledge, a solid, good knowledge that's a proven thing, then that's okay. And whatever they want to charge for it, who cares? If you don't like it, don't buy it. If you can't afford it, there's a lot of things I can't afford, I can tell you that right now. I'm not mad at the dude driving the Mercedes. I can't afford it. But, you know, I'm not mad at him for being able to. It's not that big, you know. Everybody, there's always going to be somebody that has more than you, and that's okay. Okay, so I think that's it. I just get so bent out of shape if somebody brings out a product and they're like, "Oh my God, you sold out the bushcraft community." chill out, man. It's not that big a deal. Just learn and be happy. Take care.